Did I hear that? Please tell me I didn't hear that. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me for another reaction video. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications and you're good to go. Also, thank you for joining me for another Nightwish Saturday. I'm super excited about this one. I know that if I tease this early enough, I'm sure a lot of you are thinking, hang on Chase, you still have the second album of Human Nature to get through. And you're right, I've decided I am going to do a reaction to that. I'm going to try and do it in one big package. But I did want to take a break and hop in a Nightwish time machine and go back to a time that reminds me of kind of where I started my journey with Nightwish. And there's a particular song you guys have been asking for that gives me the perfect opportunity. I think it's going to give me a great appreciation for where they were and where they are now, and kind of remind myself of those fond memories of starting my journey with Nightwish. So without further ado, Nightwish, Ghost River, live at Wacken 2013. Let's see what you got. These guys are the masters of this. That the whole concept of introducing an idea and then slowly building, or in some instances quickly building, to a point where you get to see how it plays a part of the bigger picture when the full band comes in. It's just awesome. I love the lead work from Empu. I love how he started this and kind of took the spotlight there. There's a lot of support work being done from the drums to help build and emphasize, and then you get to the point where the full kit kicks in and you can hear that plays a part of that bigger picture. Listen to the kick and cymbal hits and how they emphasize certain parts of that guitar work. Also listen to what Thomas is doing, because he is doing lead pieces, but there's a lot of chords towards the end of the cycle that make it sound really sharp and kind of build and build. Genius. Okay, hang on a second. This is something else they do. There is method in their madness. You know, it's not always predictable because they like to keep you guessing, but this is a common theme with them. And I've said it a couple times before, where they hit you, you know, with the full force of what the whole band is doing. They build up to it, and then it's this big kind of musical piece. And then when the vocals come in, they strip back, but it's not quite empty. There's still a lot going on. It just feels stripped back. And it's to allow Floor's vocals to kind of shine through and be the hero. She started a bit aggressive there. There's a couple of words that had a nice rasp on it. But when you hear that kick in, you're going to hear Empu kind of take a back seat, so he drops out. You will hear the keys drifting and floating like a rhythmic section. And it's normally the bass, and I heard it again. It provides that like tempo and percussion to help link the melodic parts to the drums. It's just really smart way of kind of showing you impact. It's that contrast, the light and shade. Very cool. Keys are drifting really nice on top. Okay, so that took a turn I wasn't expecting. I thought it was going to come in more pacey. I thought it was going to have more energy. They kind of dropped back into the halftime, and there was Marco just doing the damn thing. He's got a lot of rasp and growl on there, but he's definitely got a bit of speak to it as well, so you can hear the clarity. It sounded like Flo and him were doing a call and answer bit, and I love that. I love that she was doing a bit of aggression in there as well. You know, not kind of screaming or anything, but it's that like raspy speaking, and it's got a lot of emotion in it. I love it. I mean, that was awesome. That was cool. I've gone back a bit so we can hear it, just the last part of it, but I expected it to take a different turn. That's very interesting. Okay, so that's exactly what I was talking about. That's what I thought was going to happen. I thought it was going to be kind of keeping up with that tempo. I mean, Yuka's doing a lot of really good backing work there. He's really providing the backbone of the song, which drums should do, but he hasn't missed a damn beat. Even though a lot of what he's doing is, you know, kind of 4/4 on the beat, it's still hard to keep up with everything that's going on. He is changing to half time and coming back again. But I thought, you know, I was thinking it's going to show that energy, and it didn't, but then it did. This is what I mean by there is method in their madness, but they keep you guessing every step of the way. That was actually crazy good. Such a smart way of taking something gentle and laying it on top of something quite rugged and aggressive. You know, you didn't lose the edge of it, but it added a level of beauty and lightness there. Just her doing that vocal phrasing. She's got kind of like, I think, 2 cycles to that. But on the first one, the piece that I really like is she's kind of doing this like drop in the scale, and then she goes up again. And it almost sounds at the end there of that first cycle like it's unresolved. And then I think she sang a couple words with Marco at the end, but how beautiful is that on top? That's what I mean by, in the past I've said Floor has the ability to use her voice not only as a vocal piece, but also as a secondary instrument. And that felt like a strings piece, or, you know, even a secondary guitar. It felt more like an instrument there than it was a vocal piece, and it's just awesome. So there wasn't any guitar in that first verse, and I'm hearing it now. I'm hearing the guitar palm muting with Marco, who's keeping that steady bass and percussive element again. So it's just it's a care to a piece of a song that a lot of people take for granted, especially in verses. Like, you know, the average ordinary listener, the verse is kind of just the bridge piece, the setlet to set into the chorus, and it's just showing like a level of care to keep it fresh, to keep it interesting. Did I hear that? Please tell me I didn't hear that. Have we got growling Floor back again? Hang on a second. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Growling Floor is back. Is there anything she can't do? Oh, I can't remember the other song. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember the name of the song where I kind of first heard her growl. And I mean, I know she can do it, but she's got such a perfect execution of that closing her mouth, getting it really small so you can push that air out, dropping the jaw a bit, and it happens so easily for her. She's doing it without any damage. She's just flows in and out of that kind of aggression. She's been singing in the verse in this very clear, beautiful, I guess just regular chest voice for her, and then she goes into that aggressive piece. There's a bit of whine and cry on it, and now she's doing the growl. In the chorus, she's got very open mouth, almost smiley, kind of powerful vocal oohs and ahs. She's doing everything, because that's what Floor does. Here's the unresolved bit. Okay, hang on. Before we head into that, what was Emperor doing? He's doing the crab there, jumping up and down. I can hear it building. I don't know where we're going. Thomas is going to take us on another journey, but I have a feeling by the sounds of that, it's going to get a little heavier. I love this so far. It's been, you know, it's got more of a finalized structure to this than some of the other bits that I've heard, but it's still very intricate. There's a lot of delicacy, and there are parts that keep you guessing and not knowing, and I really love that about their music. Love the choir. Oh man, Emperor is such a confident guitarist. He's hitting those squeals, he's hitting, you know, all those notes perfectly. A lot of what he does isn't overly technical. And I think for some people who don't maybe know as much about guitar, that could look like it's quite, you know, that maybe he doesn't have the ability or the speed. Trust me, he can play. He's just putting the music first, and that's really important. Okay, important. I know they use choirs, and that was kind of that kind of children's choir voice there. It sounded very young, and I love that. I don't know if that was there throughout the rest of the song. It's the first time I've heard it. It's possible it was underlying and forming like a gel underneath to support and fill it up, but it's the first time I've heard the choir there, and it just is really effective. Small break for the audience to breathe, remind you of the melody, and then kick in again. Smart. I need to, her voice. Stop. Never stop. There's keys that are playing the synth work, playing and hanging and drifting in the background, and then there's more like tempo based stuff that you can hear. It's a little bit shorter and sharper. They're quicker hits, and it's nice to see them working together because you don't often get to hear them in isolation. It's usually part of a support piece. So Thomas doing the damn thing. That bass. a loop back. Okay, that's huge. Oh, we're almost at the end. That's huge. My air drumming needs to get better. I'm practicing, I promise. Yuka's a great drummer, and here's one of the reasons why. When he's playing a lot of his stuff, especially for this song, it's quite on the beat, 4/4, and he's doing some nice little gallops and bits to make it sharp. But there, when he just kind of switched up, it's, I don't know how to explain it really, but it's kind of like he does these like snare hits and then cymbal, like snare cymbal, but he's providing the kick with the cymbal to give it power. And it's that syncopated part to just remind you and show you where the song could have gone, or to let you know that maybe they're top and tailing, a new cycle starting. Guy is killing it. Oh, that was amazing. Pity it ended so quick. I wanted to hear more of the crowd noise, but that's just the upload, I guess. That was pretty damn special and did everything I wanted it to do. Kind of revitalized my memory of, reignited my passion for where we started, and just reminded me of like my early days listening to Ghost Love Score. And what a band, man. Nightwish doing Nightwish things. It's crazy. It's crazy how good they are. And it gives me such a great appreciation for the Human Nature album, for the older songs that I've heard. There's this beautiful journey, and there's this beautiful development of their sound without it losing who they are. And I think it's remarkable and special. Again, really, really, really enjoyed that. I promise you the second album of Human Nature will be coming along at some point. I don't know when. It's probably actually going to be something that I film and hang on to a little bit. So, because I don't want to break the journey up too much for myself, but I might film it and hang on to it a bit and explore one or two other songs and then put it out. And it's just because that's kind of the mood I'm in. After seeing stuff like this, I want to kind of see more live stuff. I've missed the live videos. That's been another big part of it. So we're definitely going to be doing that. And I promise it's coming soon. Until the next one, please be safe, be nice to each other, and have a damn good day.